electric cars are taking over, and the luxury car segment will see some impressive models coming in 2022. And when it comes to electric vehicles, range is the all-important stat. Whether or not you make it to the next public charging spot, or you're able to complete your daily commute, or instead stranded on the side of the road depends on it. Range is so heavily scrutinized because EVs can travel average barely half the distance of a gas-powered vehicle before they require a, quote, fill-up. In this video, we've brought together 6 of the latest and greatest luxury electric cars to answer the question, how far can you drive them till they run out of battery power? Many potential EV buyers worry about how far the electric car can go on one charge, a concern that's now known as range anxiety. How is EV range calculated? In the United States, the Environmental Protection Agency, or EPA, evaluates the driving range of electric vehicles. The EPA's test involves using a dynamometer to test the vehicle. It's essentially a treadmill where the EPA tester attempts to simulate real-world driving conditions. The vehicle's fully charged overnight, then driven in succeeding simulations of city driving and highway driving until the battery is drained and the wheels stop moving. Because the test is conducted at room temperature in a closed environment, the dyno's readout of the number of miles driven is multiplied by 0.7 to give a more realistic estimate of vehicle range. Unlike gas-powered vehicles whose highway efficiency almost always exceeds the city figure, all EVs except the Porsche Taycan have higher city range ratings than highway. Well, part of electric vehicles' magic in low variable speed scenarios is the ability to recapture energy when decelerating by slowing the vehicle using the electric motor rather than traditional brakes. Another way EVs are different is that range and efficiency aren't directly related. That's because of charging losses. Roughly 85 to 90% of the total energy that comes from the wall makes it to the battery pack. That's why there's 2 terms used: efficiency, expressed in MPGE, including charging losses, while consumption, the energy use while driving, doesn't include those. There's many luxury electric vehicles in the market today that are more than worth considering. So here's 6 of the best, and let's see how far they'll go before they conk out. Number 6, it is that Porsche Taycan. Some of the best German vehicles are built by Porsche. One of them being the first entry into the electric vehicle market. That's the Taycan. It's the first production EV to feature a 2-speed transmission and an 800-volt system. The car registers incredible figures. For a start, it charges fast, 5% to 80% charge in about 20 minutes. Like any other Porsche, the Taycan comes with the company's signature styling and performance. Acceleration from 0 to 62 is under 3 seconds, with a top speed of 162 miles per hour. The 2021 specs indicate that EPA range ratings will be improved a bit compared to the 2020 year. The 4S model was rated at 203 miles, and now it might be closer to 227 miles, which is up about 12%. Number 5 is the Audi Etron GT. The 2022 Audi Etron GT is the long-awaited complement to Porsche's all-electric Taycan, and that's the 4S. Although they're nearly identical in dimension and share the majority of their underlying electric hardware and motors and batteries, the more extroverted Porsche is naturally the one hogging the headlines. But the e-tron GT is an impressive machine in its own right. According to its official EPA range estimate, the e-tron GT is capable of cruising 238 miles on a full battery before needing to plug in again. That's 11 miles more than the EPA projects for the 2021 Taycan 4S with the equivalent 93.4 kilowatt battery option, also known as Performance Battery Plus. Number 4, it's the Jaguar I-Pace. Jaguar's first all-electric vehicle, the I-Pace, is starting to make its way to some customers, and they're getting real-world experience. After skipping the 2021 model year, Jaguar gives the I-Pace a handful of improvements. It now offers a complimentary 4G data plan, a 360-degree camera system, and wireless charging. Plus, it gains a feature that tells you where the nearest charging stations are and how long it should take to restore the battery. The iPace also receives an 11.0 kilowatt onboard charger that delivers quicker at-home charging than the old 7 kilowatt version. Every iPace features a 90 kilowatt battery pack that provides an EPA-rated driving range of 253 miles. Number 3 is the Mercedes EQS. It's the first all-electric Mercedes to be available here in the U.S. As indicated by the S in its name, it's intended to be Mercedes EQ's flagship sedan, an electric S-Class, if you will. But rather than literally just converting the existing gas-powered S-Class to electric, the EQS is entirely its own thing. It utilizes Mercedes' new electric-only platform and sports a frankly show-stopping interior featuring the 56-inch hyperscreen full-dash infotainment system. Mercedes-Benz has revealed that the all-electric flagship model, the Mercedes-Benz EQS, will have an EPA range of up to 350 miles. That's the value for the rear-wheel drive EQS 450 Plus version. The range ratings are high, but below our expectations. It's a surprise for us as we expected an even better result, even closer or above 400 miles considering the battery pack size and those great aerodynamics. Anyway, as of today, it appears the Mercedes-Benz EQS is not able to beat the Tesla Model S on the EP range, which is number 2 on the list. Without it, we wouldn't have the growing selection of electric vehicles we have today. Yet the 2022 Tesla Model S remains one of the most compelling and desirable options in that growing market segment. With up to 405 miles of estimated driving range, the S can easily be used for longer drives. The refreshed Tesla Model S long range has received an official EPA range and efficiency rating, which demonstrates ongoing improvements. The vehicle now has 405 miles total range with a combined city and highway MPGe of 120, showing an improvement over the 2020 version. Tesla may as well broke the 400-mile barrier by 5 miles, but it wasn't for long. In September 2021, Lucid, a Saudi-backed EV startup headed by ex-Tesla engineer Peter Rawlinson, unveiled the Lucid Air with a claimed 406-mile range, beating the Model S by 1 mile. But now the official figures are out, and the Lucid Air Dream R all-wheel drive edition with 19-inch wheels beats the Model S long range by 115 miles. The upcoming 2022 Lucid Air has smashed through an official electric vehicle range record, scoring an impressive 520-mile driving range, according to the EPA. The newly published driving range by the EPA is the first recorded above 500 miles and notably beats the Tesla Model S, which famously became the first EV to record the 400-mile range in 2020. While most people generally don't drive these sorts of distances during a typical daily commute, many drivers still want to know they can cover a long distance when they need. Hey, I hope you guys had fun and enjoyed this video. And if you did, you gotta destroy that like button. Don't forget to subscribe, click that bell, and if you want to know more about mind-blowing supercars, click on our exclusive Mind-Blowing Cars playlist on the Watch Next. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in another mind-blowing video.